What's up, nerds, and have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this story, and you can read them for yourself, or you can just watch this video where I'm probably going to read it to you or break it down or whatnot. I just want to say also that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that we got that business out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? All right, you guys. So Karen Gillan has been, blowing up Twitter a little bit, not overwhelmingly, but a little bit and everything, and because she wants to play Poison Ivy in the DCU, in James Gunn's in the Gunverse, and I have to be honest with you, I'm not 100% against this. I think Karen Gillan, I think she's hot. So, and I think she's a good actress also. So I'm kind of interested in seeing this, but I will be curious to see how she would play it though, because yeah, let's get into this article real quick, and then I have thoughts on Poison Ivy, the character, and we'll see how they play it up. All right. So here is the article. It's coming from Comic Book Resources. And which I'm not a huge fan of this website, but whatever, it's fine. So it's Karen Gillan wants to play the DCU's Poison Ivy, reveals ideal storyline. So it says, and I'm on board for this first part. There's a second part to this that I'm really not on board, but we'll see. So it says Marvel Cinematic Universe star Karen Gillan reaffirms her desire to play Poison Ivy, revealing which version of the supervillain would be ideal. And there she is next to Poison Ivy right there. And like I said, I think she's very hot, so I'm down with it. I'll say this now because I was going to say it later, but I really think they need to go back to playing Poison Ivy as sexy. I think that this playing her up as like if you checked out the cutscenes, I didn't play the game of that Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. She's like a little kid and she's all frumpy and fat and everything, and I'm all like, I'm not into this. Nobody wants to see a fat Poison Ivy. We want to see a hot, sexy, slender, very voluptuous, in the bosom of Poison Ivy. We don't want to see frumpy, fat, cellulite Poison Ivy. That's not what we want to see. We don't want to see that, so stop it, okay? Don't get Sweet Baby on there, the Sweet Baby Ink, to write any of your shiz, because it's just bad. So it says, Karen Gillan is up for joining the DCU. Me too. I love Karen Gillan. I think she's great. And the character she has in mind has long been a popular pick with fans. For several years, DC fans have campaigned for Karen Gillan to play the supervillain Poison Ivy. Now, I just want to say, when I read this, I was completely surprised by that, because I was like, when I think Poison Ivy, Karen Gillan is not the first person I go to. Don't get me wrong, I do think she's hot and sexy and everything, but just because she's redhead, she's not the first person I go to. I'm sorry. Don't hate, because I don't think of her first, but I just have other hot bitches in mind, okay? Now, it's also something Gillan herself has said she'd be open to. As of now, she hasn't yet been cast for James Gunn's DCU, but it may just be a matter of time before she reunites with her Guardians of the Galaxy director to play a new character. While speaking about the possibility with Screen Rant, I should have pulled up that article, Gillan reaffirmed her desire to play Poison Ivy, but it would ideally be for the project that would explore the character's romance with Harley Quinn. Now, before I get into I'll read this and then I'll tell you my thoughts on this part about her being with Harley Quinn. Okay, so it says, Poison Ivy's ideal choice, but Karen Gillan would play any DCU character. I always thought that Poison Ivy was really fun. Karen previously told Total Film about the possibility in 2023, noting she still be up for playing another role in the DCU. Yeah, for sure. I mean, she could play a lot of different roles. She's very good. I do enjoy her. Honestly, if James asked me to play an alien that sits in the background of the shot and doesn't talk, I would say yes. Me too. Because working with him has been one of the great joys of my career so far. Okay, so if they don't address this soon, yeah, okay. So it's called The Brave and the Bold. There is a Batman movie that's planned to take place in the DCU, and this could be where the next incarnation of Poison Ivy is introduced. As of now, however, James Gunn has not revealed what plans he might have for the character. The same also applies to Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy's lover, while some actors from Gunn's Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad will be returning to the DCU. I'm not going to go into that anymore. I thought that they had talked about. Okay. I'll read this last. Meanwhile, Gunn is preparing to launch the DCU later in the 2024 with the debut of the animated series Creature Commandos, which will stream on Max, which I'm quite excited for. I know some people might not be, but I'm excited for it. All right, let me just go up to here and just talk about this and what I think about her saying she wants to play. Okay, so as far as her playing Poison Ivy, like I said before, I'm totally fine with that. I think that she's hot. I think she's got a great look. She's a redhead, so that helps. And I think she's a good actress. So that I'm all on board with. The part where she plays Harley Quinn's lover and that explores their relationship, I'm not on board with that. It's not that I don't get me wrong. I'd love to see him scissor and everything, but I would like to see a little bit more in terms of character creation and character development before we get into like her being in a relationship with Harley Quinn. I think that the animated series that's the Harley Quinn animated series that's on right now has really done a good job of exploring that relationship. And I don't think we need to go into any more with it in live action as of right now, like especially not right out the gate. I mean, come on. There's so much more story you can tell there first before you get into that. So I'm not on board with that as of right now, but maybe later in like a couple, after a while. But we'll see how this turns out and everything. I'm all on board, but like I said before, Karen Gillan is not the first person I think of when I think of Poison Ivy in terms of actress. But like, just look at this picture. She is fit and everything. Yeah, and I think she's super cute in the face and all that good stuff. And again, I think she's a good actress. So we'll see how it turns. We'll see who James Gunn casts, if he casts at all. I mean, that shit might get sold before he gets a chance to. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? Tell me, how do you guys feel about Karen Gillan saying she wants to play Poison Ivy, but not being confirmed or cast or anything like that? But how would you feel if she did play Poison Ivy? Would that be something you're cool with? Or are you just like, nah, she's not my poison, #, not my Poison Ivy, or what, and what kind of, are you like me and you want to see a sexy Poison Ivy, not a frumpy fat Poison Ivy? Or do you want to see, a body positive Poison Ivy and everything? So, all right, you guys, well, tell me what you guys think about it. As always, you can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on my next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.